Hello, Computer Solutions students. Mr. Perla here with some information about ergonomics. What I'm going to show you today are the slides that I presented in class, as well as the assignment. As you can see, I am in week 6 for Computer Solutions, and here are the slides, and here is the assignment. So taking a look at the slides, we're going to go up to the slide deck, and you're going to see that it says ergonomics. The first question is, what is ergonomics? Ergonomics is the process of designing or arranging workplaces, products, and systems so that they fit the people who use them. It is the process of keeping people from injuring themselves from improperly doing everyday jobs and projects. And basically what that means is it's a strategy for working safely and soundly. And it's not just in computers, but it's all over the world. In this class, we are going to be talking about ergonomics, the keyboard, proper technique, advantages to proper technique, and when proper technique is not followed. Ergonomics, the application of working in a safe environment while on your home PC or laptop. Posture is very important when it comes to working on a computer. And this is what an ergonomic workstation looks like. And the things I want you to really keep in mind is I want you to see how the arms are straight, the back is straight, and if possible, you want to try to make sure you're eye level with your monitor. Look at the way the posture is sitting up straight, feet are flat on the floor, and that's what it should look like if possible. The Qwerty Keyboard. The Qwerty Keyboard was designed in the 1800s for mechanical typewriters and was actually designed to slow typists down to avoid jamming the keys. It was named after the first 6 keys on the keyboard. The Dvorak Keyboard was developed in 1936. This keyboard was developed mainly because people didn't feel that with computers and the way the keyboards were set up that we needed the Qwerty keyboard anymore, and they thought that this would be a more user-friendly keyboard for people typing because the more letters were on the home row. Unfortunately, this keyboard was never adopted or hasn't been adopted because it's so expensive to change all the keyboards from around the country. So let's go back to ergonomics. Look at this cartoon. The child says, "Daddy, what's ergonomy?" And the dad says, "It's making children tall enough not to have dads bend so much." And basically, this is ergonomics because when the parents have to bend over, they're putting strain on their back. And look at this one. The giraffe has a tall neck. So the giraffe decided to put a bunch of books and coffee mugs underneath the monitor to raise it up high. And now the giraffe says, now that's more ergonomic. This next one is an example. This is an assistant principal at Glasgow Middle School, Mr. McFarland. And Mr. McFarland's about 6'6" feet tall. He's very tall. And in this picture, you can see how he's scrunched over. And if you look at his shoulders and his neck, that's not very ergonomical. And if he kept typing like this, eventually his neck and his back would become very sore. So Mr. McFarland went out and purchased a laptop stand, and look at this. Now that is ergonomical. And look at how the keyboard is straight across. Mr. McFarland's sitting up straight, and he looks very comfortable. And again, if we look at these two situations, you can kind of see how the picture on the right, he looks a lot more comfortable, and on the left, he just looks like it hurts. And then this is my favorite. He actually purchased this later on, and I went into his office, and I couldn't believe it. That computer stand is actually designed to go up and down. So he can actually raise it up higher, and he can actually bring it all the way down to the level of the desk so he can sit down. That's pretty cool. Why is ergonomics important? Ergonomics aims to create safe, comfortable, and productive workspaces by bringing human abilities and limitations into the design of a workspace including the individual's body size, strength, skill, speed, sensory abilities, vision and hearing, and even attitudes. Now, this video on ergonomics was created a couple years ago, but it's really good, and we're not going to watch it here, but since you have access to the slide deck, you can go back and watch the slides after you finish the video. If proper technique is followed with ergonomics, you will type faster, you will make fewer mistakes, you'll be able to type longer without getting as tired, and it will be less likely that you will have health problems with your hands and wrists. If proper technique is not followed, you run the risk of developing a variety of health problems that deal with your hands and wrists, back, neck, shoulders, or eyes. It may take you longer to complete a task. You may tire faster, and you could get carpal tunnel syndrome, which is a repetitive strain injury produced by making the same small movements associated with keyboarding. Proper posture and technique. Ask yourself these questions when you sit down. Are my feet resting flat on the floor? Are my neck, head, and shoulders in line with my body and facing my computer? Are my upper arms and elbows relaxed next to my body? Are my forearms, wrists, and hands straight and in line on the keyboard? Is the monitor screen at eye level? Is my mouse next to my keyboard and within easy reach? And am I sitting straight with my back against my chair? So these are all different slides that talk about ergonomics. So feel free to watch this again if you still have any questions. But now I'm going to go back to Schoology, and I'm going to look at the ergonomics assignment. So again, these are the slides I just showed you. You're more than welcome to watch it again, and the link for the video is in there. But here's the ergonomics assignments. When you click on it, the directions say, click on the Google Doc to make a copy. Read Activity 1. Now, Activity 1 is just a checklist, so you don't have to do any work there. Activity 2 says, click on the link and go to the website to read about 4 different ways to practice good ergonomics. In your own words, for each item, write 4 ways to practice ergonomics. Once completed, turn in for a grade. So when you go to here, so here's the checklist, okay? So this is just something to check every time. And then Activity 2 says you go to the website, which is right here. And then Activity 3 are the tips. So you're going to put 4 different things in each of these areas for backpack, computer, gaming, and cell phones. And when you go to the website, Healthy Computing, you'll see that here are the 4 sections. So when you read each section, you need to find 4 different tips and put them in right here. Now, again, I do not want you to copy and paste. I want you to read each section and put them in your own words. 1 or 2 good sentences per block should do a great job. As always, if you have any questions for Mr. Perella, please send me an email or raise your hand in class. I hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye-bye.